And lawmakers in Washington are set to vote tomorrow on whether or not to raise the federal minimum wage from $7.25 an hour to $10.10 an hour.
Tonight, Washington Bureau Chief Jacqueline Policastro explains why the debate is already dead in the water.
Most Americans support it, most Democrats support it, and the president is pushing for it. But a hike in the federal minimum wage is unlikely because here inside the Capitol, everything is political.
Yes, please.
$7.25 an hour. That's the federal minimum wage. But some lawmakers want to pay more, up to $10.10 an hour during the next few years, and tie future wage increases to inflation.
There's a moral issue here in addition to a very practical economic, societal interest.
No to poverty wages!
The fight is taking shape again, this time during a political year, with 1/3 of the Senate and every House member up for re-election. While senators plan to vote, it's unlikely to pass, and even more unlikely for House Republicans to take up the measure. Some Democrats see this as a big chance to shore up their base this election year and possibly bring out more voters.
I don't care if it's an election year or non-election year, a minimum wage increase is right for our country since it hasn't been increased in 7 years.
President Obama vowed to increase the federal minimum wage during his State of the Union address in January, and national polls show voters support measures to boost the minimum wage. Ohio Senator Rob Portman told us he once worked a minimum wage job, and his kids have had minimum wage jobs as well, but he doesn't support raising the minimum wage.
It is a political issue, I suppose. I think it's one we ought to talk about, though.
The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office projects if lawmakers raise the federal minimum wage, 16.5 million workers would get bigger paychecks, but roughly 500,000 jobs would be lost.
We got to be real careful about raising it too fast, too far, because it's going to result in job loss. That's what the economic studies show. And the last thing we need right now is fewer jobs.
Even though it doesn't look like Congress will get very far in the issue, some states have acted. More than 20 states have raised their minimum wage higher than the federal minimum wage, and more states are expected to join them this year. Reporting inside the Capitol, I'm Jacqueline Policastro.